finish at 8:30, and we will do that this morning. Do I have such a motion? Lynn Cornhead. Is there a second? Wayne Crawford. All in favor of this motion signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Thank you. Well, what we're going to do, I want to first introduce a representative from our international office. She was a very strong leader, president, and mentor to me from our sister local, which is 4310. Almost everybody that comes out of that local, and almost everybody that comes out of this local, she has mentored and trained and counseled, and in my case, whipped. And we'll always be thankful for that, and we're thankful for her this morning to have come in order to swear the new officer. I was going to try to delay, but given some time, I'm going to have everybody who is a newly elected officer come down. So that's the executive board or any other officer of the local. Come down and she'll swear all of them. So, Paula Dill, Secretary of State. She is Vice President-elect at that unit. Wayne Crawford. You can stand where you are if you want to. Is that okay? No. Come on up. Tony Brown, University Hospital, new board member for that. Miracle Long, University Hospital. Nick Harrison from Facility Operations and Development. Linda Stewart, Treasury. May Adams, Secretary. And I'm looking for the VP. Just walk in. Oh, okay. Kevin Keith, Executive VP. No. We'll come down.
Right at early. I think you have the record for the earliest. I've been at all different times. This is the earliest one. Well, first of all, let me thank Rick and the officers for asking me to come and swear you in. It is an honor when we have an opportunity to do this. These jobs that the folks up here run for are not easy jobs. Sometimes they're thankless jobs. Because not often do you have members just coming up to you and hugging you and thanking you for you taking the time to, do what you do. And so on behalf of Vice President Rosen and certainly the district, let me say thank you. But it takes all of us in this room. This is going to be a challenging year with a lot of different things going on, not just politics. And it will take all of us to participate at some level. Not everybody wants to run for these offices and do what they do, but certainly everyone being a member of CWA, being a member of your union, and we often say the union, but it's our union. So we take the out and say our union because we're all part of it, but it certainly takes all of us to do that. So let me say thank you to all of you. So I say you want to say your name, each of you, and office, say the office in which you hold. Okay, and raise your right hand, everyone. I'm sorry to stand in front of somebody. Okay. I hereby accept the office. Hereby accept the office of Executive Board Secretary. CWA Local 4501.
CWA Local 4501.
Communication Workers of America.
Communication Workers of America.
With full knowledge of responsibilities.
With full knowledge of responsibilities.
And duties of the office.
And duties of the office.
I promise to faithfully discharge.
I promise to faithfully discharge.
My duties according.
My duties according.
To the bylaws.
To the bylaws.
And rules of the local.
And rules of the local.
And the Constitution.
And the Constitution.
And the policies
further promise
to give my successor
to give my successor
in office all books
in office all books
and records
and records
in my possession.
in my possession.
I shall at all times endeavor
I shall at all times endeavor
to serve my local
to serve my local
and union to the best of my ability.
to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Dennis.
Thank you.
We have left minutes. We're not prepared. I need a motion for the floor to read them at the next month's meeting. Do I have such a motion? Crystal Harris, and a second. All in favor, say the motion, signify by saying aye. Aye. I oppose, say no. You should have somewhere before you financial report. If you pick it up at the table, you coming in. Is everyone sufficiently deemed able to look at the minutes, the financial report, I'm sorry? Questions, comments, concerns? Questions, comments, concerns regarding financial report? again. Questions, comments, concerns regarding the financial report? Hearing none, I need a motion from the board to accept the financial report as given. Lynn Cornegay first. Paul Willis seconded. All in favor said motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. The motion is passed. The executive board meetings from December. Are not ready for distribution. I need a motion from the floor to have them read at the next meeting. Do I have such a motion? Tony Brown in the back. Do I have a second? Paula Dill. All in favor of said motion, signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion is passed. Do I have any committee or stewards reports? And at this time, all stewards, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. I'll start in the back. Stephanie Johnson, Medical Center. Miracle Mall, Medical Center. Chris Myers, FOD. Dwayne Jones, South Campus. Nick Harrison, FOD. Dwayne Brown, Medical Center. Paul Willis, Medical Center.
Dennis Woodson, Knight,
FOD.
FOD.
Right. I got you. Night chief. He did. Lynn.
Lynn Cornegay, student life, South Haven. Crystal Harris, student life, North Haven.
Kevin Key, student life. Cheryl Davis, CWA staff. President.
Report. Any? Okay. President's report is, I'll make it quick this time. We will have a heavy agenda next month, so I'll make it quick. The issues are numerous. We still intend to take action on several items from last month. I don't want to go over them right now necessarily, but our whole business. But we are coming into negotiations. We just finished our first round for all units coming into negotiations. So that's for our Secretary of State, Pickaway County Government Service, with Franklin County Veterans, that's Ohio State for sports. I think we'll be looking at something in the Soccer Club. So all of those units will be coming up for negotiation. We will try to manage them the best. Well, actually, we just have to manage them. It just has to be done. All of them are either in June or July. And so there'll be several kinds of ways and we'll try to put together teams for that. We are continuing we continue to strive on the economic realities of this local, just as the national is doing, just as the district. The executive board soon will get a report from the finance committee, and we'll be able to give you that. We have not stopped shrinking the numbers. There's a combination of things that occur. One of them is, of course, just the regular attrition that happens. The workforce, even on the second, the retirement incentive, both in student life and in FOD. The third one is the fact that all things, utilities, all that go up while our numbers go down. And that's just a part of it. There's layoffs, there's pay freeze, and so that stock increases in like due revenue. So we have had an effort to cut down on a multitude of situations. I haven't gotten a report back, but I've seen something. My goal in that effort is to everything is open except a national services system. And everything is open except increasing cost of living. So if we get to that is, we'll be trying to work on alternative goals. But right now, we're trying to cut costs in operations. Cutting costs in operations would be the first thing. You may or may not know, because we talked about 18 months ago, cut staff. And that brought, I believe, the Finance Committee told me that brought an immediate, what is about $14,000 in savings. So we are still trying to find those kind of things to do as far as operations without harming representation and advocacy part of it. You may know that the annual convention for the union is a cost-saving thing that has occurred for the national union. They've done every other year from annual to every other year, cost saving. They rented out the building, the national building. It used to be housed without tenants. Now they have tenants in a lot of the floors of the building. They also now have combined officers or gotten rid of positions in the national in an attempt to kind of help the flailing economy or failing economy and flailing out to do a lot of it. We're in the same position. We have to try to organize, mobilize, and maintain what we have at the same time. I have every confidence that can be done and will be done. I just thought it was something that you should know about while we do those other things. Service to the members. We anticipate new stewards. We will very quickly be coming to new stewards training. We anticipate an FOD, an expanding role for Jason Lacey. We anticipate an expanding leadership role in the medical center for River Long. I've appointed a night shift chief steward in FOD as Dennis Woodson. We've appointed another person to support Dennis and Jason in the night shift. Patrice Myers is still chief steward, she's day shift chief for FOD. In the medical center, we have two newer stewards who will be part of the steward's training. It's Tony Brown and Paul Wilson. And as you know, we have Cheryl Davis is a union rep who works all of it. So we're trying to suborn that part of the things that we are supposed to do. And we, of course, we have our new Vice President of Secretary of State. I call her new, but she's been active forever, from the first time I've ever seen her. So we're looking for sort of a revitalization of that. As you know, the board holds 3 chairs for Secretary of State. So I have no doubt that that will be taken care of with wonder, exciting, exuberant representation and ethics. And they should have confidence in everybody that should have. I think that you know, as I know, most things that are dominated by women like that usually go pretty well. As soon as everybody learns that, they're better off going on with further and much more passionate sometimes. And that's helpful sometimes. So we have those things to do. We have difficult negotiations at every unit. The economy is in a sort of flip-flop, wobbly situation. They try to protect on what the future is. At Ohio State, they're not hurting. So it's sort of a proactive thing, tightening up on money. I do not like, I have not liked, I probably will not like merit. I don't think anybody's ever heard me say anything different than that. However, we have it, and our attempt is to make it work for you, not against you. And that's why we have the Board Improvement Review Council. Now, effectiveness review council. Now, I I'm not sure that we'll carry that into the next time, but it's really up to you and your co-workers, peers, friends, lovers, and others. It's really up to you. We have to be equipped in order to not do it. I say with chagrin, they've been partial success. Partial enough for them to probably claim brilliant success. It's still not done right. And so I'm kind of at a quandary to say, listen, our effort should be to cut it out, or our effort should be to improve it. And I want you guys to think about that as you guide me to what it is that you want. We'll be doing surveys in all the different ways of our communication. This year brings in a year when we do have a lot of different ways of our communication. We have text alerts, emails, Facebook, we have done Twitter yet. We have the electronic newsletter on our webpage, and we're still going to have the paper distribution. Our goal is to saturate the campus with those things. I've heard from the membership different things. Like one guy told me, I'll never forget it. I don't have to read it. So when you hear other things talk about that it's not particularly a fun thing to do, what do you do when a guy says, I don't have to read? I saw the newsletter. Why should I have to read? I said, you don't have to read. Come to me. Why have to get up there? I said, you don't have to get up there. You come to Wednesday afternoon. He said, you can go home and come out. We have to push forward. We do those things that we do in spite of that. Because the thing that is, for lack of a better term, for lack of a more simple term, the things that are against us aren't small things. The thing that will defeat us is that those things that are against us become ourselves. Somebody said it, David, you know, that they said it. I've seen the enemy, and it is me. We have to clear away those things which make the enemy ourselves.
Make it. Get the old camera out of the way.
There's a lot of work to do. We have consistently, beginning with last year, recruited people younger, more energy, and it looks better, a coincidence. But it happens. And so with the coming on of our people, Paul Dill, Crystal Harris, Paul, Tony, I believe that we are on the upswing when everything else is on the downswing. I don't particularly know what the confidence in this unity, or what the confidence in the officers are, or what the confidence in me. But I do know that I know with you, my confidence is in you, and I know with you we can do all things. We have a righteous cause. Righteous doesn't mean weak. Righteous doesn't mean overbearing. Righteous means that we are going to good. We have to work together, and it doesn't work without your help, without your help. I'm not asking you to do it all. I'm not asking you to ask the others to do it all. But I am asking you to find at least 10 to 15 people that want to go the direction that you want to go in. Be that kind of connectedness. That's why we have the communication. We've added to the bylaw the communication team as a standing team. It didn't exist before. And we have modified the bylaws, or I should say we have modernized the bylaws, which we will present and have you look at it. Comments, questions, concerns, and improvements. And that'll occur. So we are moving forward. We've got a lot to do in between the four, but we will do it, and we'll try to put in mechanisms to make sure that we're done. It's critical time. Playtime is over. I need commitment to the cause. have, but I believe this perception, my perception is forward progression. You're gone. We don't have time. So on that happy note, that's the President's report for today. Now, we will start with old business, any old business. Old business is passed. Any new business? New business. Let me give you new business. You should have had on the back table. It's not, I was trying to make sure that you get it. Fifth and fabulous. I'm glad I get to stand behind this thing. The flyer reads, "'Tis the season who is in ever." It says, but, and this is a pretty big but, we are getting together to do something about it. Sweat, dance, and strut it off. Trade in extra weight for better health. Trade in extra weight for better health. Tuesday and Thursday, January 10th and 12th.
No, Monday.
Monday, January 9th and January 12th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Are our first scheduled meetings. Other get-together will be scheduled as, why don't you tell them I heard it?
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We've decided that, we want to have a healthier bargaining unit. We want to be healthier. And we're looking at being down here at the hall 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Based on the scheduling of the hall, we will have to flex some of those days. For 1 hour, from 6 to 7, it's us. So, if those of us who are uniquely figured like Juan, we are coming down to sweat to the oldies. I have a complete set of Richardson tapes, and I was cleaning out my office, and there was an inch of dust on it, and I was like, okay, we need to do this. So, you're going to also have the opportunity to meet some of the crew from the Secretary of State's office, because we have our meetings on site, on our job site. So they're coming down Monday. So invite your friends. It's unisex. It could be either men and women are both invited. Bring your spouses if you want. If you have babysitting problems, you can bring the munchkins. It's fine. We're good. It'll be here in the hall. 1 hour. We're in and out. The only thing we ask is that we're asking everybody to give up fast food for the 10 weeks. So if we could drive by McDonald's, which is a hard thing for me to do, give up my strawberry smoothie. But we're asking, give it up for the 10 weeks. And come down and sit with us. Yeah.
On your paper it says Tuesday, but you're saying Monday, so...
No, it's going to be Monday. If Tuesdays, I will be here every day for this coming week. So if Tuesdays and Thursdays work better for your schedule, so I can do Monday and Tuesday. Okay. So, we're trying to flex out to see where the best gets. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday works really good for the folks downtown. I know that most of the stuff here, all the hospital runs 24 hours. So, and having a husband that works in the hospital, I know those days in the hospital are kind of odd. So if we get 5 folks for the Tuesday and Thursday, I will be here for Tuesday and Thursday.
So, but the first meeting is Monday.
Monday.
Okay, I'm going to write that on there because I can come Monday.
Okay. So, if you get 5 people that are willing to do the Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll be here on Tuesday and Thursday too. Yes, sir.
What type of clothing you wear?
Comfortable. Because now, if you look good in the shorts that Richard Simmons wears, feel free to wear those too. I'm not mad with you.
Did you have a follow-up question? New business. With permission, or with the motion, I will, we'll do the drawing and adjourn. Oh, I'm sorry.
Deb.
Deb Steele, I'm sorry, Job and Justice, she works here. She wants to talk a little bit about the parking. then with the most
Dallas Cowboy Apparel Company, and that's going to be featured this weekend on ESPN. We didn't know if OSU was just going to be in touch with this 30-minute documentary, but we learned last night, or 2 nights ago, it's going to be the entire 30-minute documentary. And we don't think OSU knows this is happening, so. I can't take any credit for that. I feel lucky to be near these students because they're pretty amazing people. So, these same students have been helping us with this parking lot issue. What we have done so far is there's been 2 town halls that he has had. The first one, we had a nice, visible, and polite protest saying public education, not a corporation, was one of the signs. Or my sign said Ohio State University with the word state really big, but you had to get these things or to get my sign. But the point is, we had presence at both meetings. The first one was for staff. The second one was for students. Obviously, Guy is saying contradictory things, different things to different groups. So we're absolutely opposed to the selling of the parking lot. They have set up an advisory board that, like what's going on in the Near East, I don't think this advisory board really has a purpose of power, but nonetheless, we'll try to have an important conversation there. And I'm in touch with a professor on that advisory board who is fighting for going to cost the university a lot of money. And if he's willing to go public soon, we're probably going to have a people's town hall around this issue. And that is where we'll turn in, if you haven't signed this privatization, anti-privatization of the parking lot, which is also in the office there, I have about 500 of these signatures or so. So we want to turn these in a big fanfare way. But, they're not going to do anything if a lot of people aren't showing up. So there are a lot of students. I would say with faculty, I can easily get out 150 people for an issue through this Occupy stuff and whatever. But they really feel like it's the workers' issue first. And I've been saying, well, it's like you guys in it together. Like if the students step up, the faculty or the transportation and parking people will follow. So my name is Deb Steele. I work for Jobs of Justice. I have an office upstairs. It's pretty much my full-time thing to try to keep tabs on the LSB5 was gone. So that's in a nutshell what's going on with the privatization of parking. It's awful. I believe Guy could sign it over any day, but they supposedly have this advisory board. 7 companies have put their hat in the ring. And we should try to stop it because there's a whole slew of other things that could happen after the privatization of parking. It's worth the fight. A lot more than just 70 workers, but it's 70 workers. And the students don't like this issue. Most people don't know this is happening because they started doing it in September when people were gone. So, and then the last thing is tomorrow, stuff with the Near East. There's this, the launch happening at East High School between 2 and 5 p.m. You're supposed to RSVP, but I imagine people wanted to just be there, so they'll let you in. And this has to do separate issues, so I apologize for surprising people, but we're going to be there with Willis Brown handing out flyers for a community forum, January 28th at the neighborhood house to start at 1 p.m. or I think 2 p.m. And Willis doesn't have an end time on it. And this would be a chance for the community to really ask them hard questions that the community controls the forum, not OSU and not PAC. And so we're going to use OSU's forum to cross-pollinate for our forum, to pass out flyers for what we consider the real people's town hall around OSU's development in the Near East. And I'll probably do something like that for the parking lot. And I'm happy to cross-pollinate in any form OSU gives for a real conversation. So that's 3 things. Watch ESPN at 10 a.m. this Sunday if you're home. About some, they leaked some emails. The kids did a request for emails, and it sort of has some emails of higher apparel people at OSU saying, oh, Dallas Cowboys, don't worry, you'll be in parts of the process all along to make sure you get that contract. And on top of that, Dallas Cowboy Apparel Company is responsible for sweatshop labor. So the ESPN documentary folks went down to Cambodia and filmed the workers who make this apparel. So that's what's happening Sunday. I mean, so there's been a good combination. Late last year, there's just been a good combination of the worker rights activists with the feminists, with the environmentalists coming out for each other's issues. And all of these people are listening to and attending something thinks about the parking lot. So I know maybe you've seen them around on campus, but if we can figure out a way to work with you all, they want to follow your lead, and I'm trying to encourage them that maybe you'll follow their lead. So either way, it's happening, and we should put up a fight, even if it's just one good town hall to turn these signatures.
Thank you. That worked very well. She worked very well with us. We're going to be enhancing those kind of coalitions as we go along. I know Willis Brown, he is formidable. He fights with the mayor, he fights with the government, he fights with the county, city hall. He'll be excellent. As a matter of fact, Deb said sometimes he gets a little too militant. The tone never comes with, much lower than a roar. But he's a good guy, and Deb has been very helpful for us as far as reaching out and branching out. As I hope also will be, our newly seated chair of our community engagement. What is it? Community outreach and engagement chairs. And so as a team, we will be picking members or looking at members, and I'll be reaching out to everyone to see how we're going to work with that, with an attempt to delegate better all the different things that have to be done. And a better delegation of principles, that kind of thing. I'm going to do that everywhere that we go. Now, I need a motion for adjournment. Drawing first, thank you. Drawing first. Yeah, such a motion, Paul Willis. I have a second. Tony Tutt. All for that motion, signify by saying aye. Aye. I'm not done yet. Yes, sir. You didn't? Oh. Does everyone have a ticket? Lynn. I mean, not Lynn. She's trying to chase you down.
Oh, no, I'm trying to get her a ticket.
Oh, I thought they were in the bucket.
They are, hers is not.
Go ahead, Paul.
That means.
We're going to have 2 additional tickets to be drawn. We're going to do the regular door prizes, and then we're going to have 2 drawings for Columbus Blue Jacket tickets. The first drawing for $50 is 740, or the last 3 digits, 740. Fred. Go ahead, Fred. Get it, Fred. The second number, 20. I'm trying to make that. 749. Okay. Tony. This guy.
I mean, just tickets on the top.
You got my donuts? Which one of y'all want? $25 cut.
You're supposed to shake it.
You wanted to shake it? Not stirred.
Not stirred.
$75. 751. Yeah.
That was the power one.
Oh, man. I want investigation.
might get
This last one is for 2 tickets. So it'll be just this one draw.
Do I go back in there?
Do you go back in there? No.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
If you want to put your money back.
7, 4, 7. You gonna go?
Get out.
It's the 24th.
Monday.